Yeah. I'm gonna keep an eye. I know that there was a lag when Chad and I practiced with it. We'll see if it pops up. And once I see it go live, then we know we're live. Then we're in.
Okay, cool.
I made a mistake with it. I tried hitting record with us last time, and then it froze my whole screen up. There it is. All right. I'm gonna hit pause and I'm mute this. Guys, we're officially live.
Awesome.
Great.
All right. I'm gonna close that screen so it doesn't give me anything. Welcome everybody that's joining us. I believe last time I looked before I closed it out, there are 3 of you. So thank you very much for coming on and watching. I'm sure that's probably friends and family, and who knows, but
it's just us.
We'll see how this plays out. It is just,
it's good enough. So, that's good enough.
Yeah, I'm playing around with our screen, and I know that we can kind of move. Whoa, there we go. We go left and right. If I do just 3, that kind of zooms us all in. Can you guys see us? Yeah. That all right? That puts us on a level playing ground where we all have our own spot. Cool. So to my right, I got to do it like this now. To my right is Reese, and to my left is Josh. So I myself, I've just gotten into this whole game, into cryptocurrency and everything about. I'm coming up on my 6-month anniversary, and I'm going to try and put like some kind of summary together. But I'm an educator. I like teaching. I like learning. I like inspiring. And I'm really turned on by the decentralization. I've been big on that. I never even had that word in my vocabulary until I saw what happens around this ecosystem. But I've realized I used to be called a contrarian or a prepper or whatever else. But now I'm like, I'm a decentralized guy. That's me. So what I'm learning is I'm trying to teach
my decentralized, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Prepping is decentralized because you got your cash, you got your stores. You don't need Sainsbury's anymore.
So yeah, I've got 3 kids, and I've got family, and we've got friends, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can. So I'm putting a lot of time and effort into it. And I'm a fire chief also, so and an instructor. So everything I do, I teach, and I don't teach until I know it. So sometimes the best way to learn is just to get in there and do it, and then teach from that piece of education. So I'm going to take this time. I'm going to take a lot of notes while we're talking because. You guys, I also did this. I looked back, Reese, on yours to figure out, like, I wanted to watch your first video. And then I went back to Josh's and watched his for so embarrassing.
No.
For myself, I'm like, oh, no. Yeah. Oh, you guys did fantastic. And
the thing about it is, like, when I started, I just used my phone, like, bam, like that. No mic, nothing. And, like, I had this, but I didn't have the audio interface because the one I had was so outdated.
I had the same problem.
I couldn't download the software. Like, I had like an old M Audio thing that was like ancient. It was like 8 years old or so, 10 years old. So it was like out. It just didn't work. So I basically just had this, and I was jammed in the spare room, which is now the bedroom, but like it was a disaster. Like, and I was like trying to balance it and like set it up on a like a thing. You can't see because of my arms over here, but like a terrible little tripod thing. And you can't see because you're trying to film through this camera, aren't you? The good one. Yeah. So it's like over there somewhere, and I'd film a whole video, and then I'd look at it, and I'd be like, oh my god. And then
I did all mine from my Mac. So I've got my Mac set up quite high. So I was looking up. And I thought because of the levels, I was shouting quite a bit. The quality, and it wasn't well lit either. Now I've got a light. Everyone keeps telling me how blue my eyes are, and it's like
they look hypnotizing.
It's
striking. When I'm looking at them, I'm like,
it's I have blue eyes. It's the only way I can explain that phenomenon.
Yeah. I find people with blue eyes are just like, you can't look away. Do you know what I mean? I wish I had blue eyes. If I had blue eyes, I'd be unstoppable. Everyone would be listening to me. I could just talk my normal ramble, but like people
you guys
to avoid
me.
I think that if I was like a foot taller, people would listen to me more.
Oh yeah, I could do it being taller as well.
And maybe a deeper voice. I think deeper voices are always like So it's authoritative. Yeah.
You know how I don't feel like I have a deep voice, but sometimes I listen to myself and I'm like, oh wow. And you know what I think it is, right? I used to watch the Fast Show. Do you ever watch the Fast Show?
Loved it.
Like you probably won't know
He
this.
may not
This
have
is a
heard of it,
British
but-
thing.
No.
But basically,
Okay.
there was this one sketch. It was like a sketch show. It was terrible, but it was really funny. And there's one sketch that was on there called Jazz Club. And so I think
Nice.
I developed like I could do the radio voice sometimes because I watched the Jazz Club thing. And me and my mates in like college used to just joke about it, and we'd be like, "Hi, and welcome to Jazz Club," you know, and stuff like that. So I think
I actually wanted to have an extra camera beside me just so I could pan across and be like, "Nice." But
right.
I didn't know if it was. I didn't know if it was going to go down well. And
YouTube
for one
you
joke
will love it, mate.
to buy
It is really
camera.
funny.
I'm writing it down right now.
Yeah, literally, it's just one of those things that you'll just enjoy, you know.
Yeah.
Not relevant to
that's
crypto
great.
at all.
Yeah. We haven't actually talked to any crypto yet so far.
No,
This
and
is
that's
It's the intro.
Let's
don't
say,
worry.
well, that's what I think is great about just the three of us meeting up, because I know that, you know, speaking YouTube on top of that is kind of like, how do we generate that? How do we work for it? Because both of you have your stake pools, and you've already learned very well, and you're doing really good on, I'm going to say it out loud, shilling your product and selling it and saying, hey, here I am. I need to do this. We need to stake to us, do this. And I'm learning everything I can. I have my Raspberry Pi in the background. I'm working on that, and I'm working with the group so that I can do it, because that's part of the decentralization for me, is having a node in place. Now, these words I'm using, I didn't know 6 months ago, so I'm like sounding intelligent, but I'm learning.
That's how
but
it all
you guys
starts.
are good at it.
I mean, that's how it all starts. I mean, when I started, I had a friend helping me set up a pool on the ITN. And I was using, so that back then it was JN tools. So I finally got that set up, and I was like, right, now I just need to do the GitHub, get my ticker basically. Yeah. And then it was like, then I saw episode 1, Big Pays tutorial on setting up on that the Haskell node. I'm like, oh, well, that was a complete waste of time. So I was following Big Pays videos, and that's what got me started. And there was one thing he missed out, which was swapping. I don't know if you would, but swapping the binaries over every time you upgrade. That bit he missed out. And so for me, I was just stuck.
Bitter. He's still bitter about it now.
No, actually, no. I'm in a way grateful, because it forced me to then get into the best practices group and start finding things out for myself, because it was all new. You had to just ask people, and so and then it sort of got that going, and using his method, I then learned the long way round. So, you know, how to build transactions, I had to learn all that. You know, it's a long-winded process, but now I use CN tools, and you know, it's so easy.
Practically cheating.
I'm literally going to get my 5-year-old on it in a week to set one up.
Okay,
that's awesome.
But I mean, while I'm talking, actually, I want to talk about myself a little bit.
Yeah, please.
I mean, as we discussed a minute ago, I'm from a really musical techie background, creative background. I've got 2 kids, 5 and 3. Got one on the way, which is due in the end of September. So she's 6 months pregnant. So about the amount of time you've been into crypto, actually. So
you two were off.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a coincidence. I don't know if that's what started it off. I don't know, but. So now
first video.
Yeah.
It was on a different platform.
The connotations. Yes. So.
I had to get out of that platform quickly. Now I got caught. Damn it.
But I had my pool up since Shelly launch, and just been trying to find new ways to promote it. I started off. My thought was, the project behind it was, I wanted ATMs, I wanted cash machines, so people could I wanted to break down the barriers so people could just go in, put money in, and get out crypto. Talking to I forget the pool's name. Is it Boynex? Something like that. The Irish guys. I spoke to him over the phone. Realized actually this isn't really breaking down any barriers. In fact, it's just as difficult. And so I thought, it's not really solving the problems I want, but I want to help people. So then it turned into really just helping people who want to build businesses around Cardano, because I've had my own business since 2014, which I started with my wife, and now this one, I guess, which is a new business. So and that was the kind of angle I wanted to do. But then it's also added free services. People wanted native tokens when they came out, when they first happened. Yeah. So I was making a lot of shit coins for a lot of people, and cost me a lot of money in dust as well.
We're gonna fall out, Josh.
Yeah. And then it was the NFTs. Everyone wanted NFTs, so I was doing that too. And but I think that the buzz of that has really died off. Really,
all you need is to do an influencer rug pull, and then you'll have done literally everything in crypto. You get all over it.
Well, I think next, what I've decided, if I put my my variable fee up to 99%, that still seems to be the way to get delegators.
Yeah, you can launch a project then.
Be the Josh Meld.
Josh Meld.
The mind meld.
It's such
Meld 12.
It's such a big topic at the minute, isn't it, for everyone?
It is. Can I even talk about it yet? But too soon. Too soon.
I was going to say yeah. But talking of meld, actually, I was on Reddit earlier, and that's the best place to find your factual information. But no.
Yeah.
Just on the Cardano subreddit, so South Rye, I don't know who that is, if anyone knows who that is, Cardano ambassador moderator. But he had this story, because it was saying, I don't know if it's a scam, but here's a little story. And I feel like now's a good time to read this. So a city boy, Kenny, moved to the country and bought a donkey from an old farmer for $100. And the farmer agreed to deliver the donkey the next day. I don't know if anyone's heard this anecdote yet. So the next day, the farmer drove up and said, sorry, son, I have some bad news. The donkey died. And Kenny said, okay, can I just have the money back? And the farmer said, sorry, can't do that. I've spent the money. So Kenny said, okay, just unload the donkey then. And the guy's like, what are you going to do with him? And he says, oh, I'm going to raffle him off. You can't raffle off a dead donkey. Sure I can, watch me. I won't tell anybody he's dead, obviously. And so a month later, the farmer met up with Kenny and asked, oh, so what happened with the dead donkey? Oh, I raffled him off. I sold 500 tickets at $2. $2 a piece. I made a profit of $998. And the farmer's like, didn't anyone complain? And just the guy who won. So I refunded his $2 back. And what I think,
yes,
and that's what you get with Meld. It's so many people putting so little in, but in the grand scheme of things, they're making a shitload of cash. But no one's. What are you going to do? I want my 10 ADA back. You know what I do though, like, because I like Nasek, he was the one who did the video about when he was pulling apart the team, and then two days later, we had him on a video. We had him on a podcast together. Really, really nice guy, super smart. Like, and he kind of explained this to us, and I hadn't seen his video at the time, so he was explaining it to us. And then he obviously did his second video, but the day before he did that, because there was loads all over Twitter about Meld, like everyone's kicking off. And mainly pool operators kicking off.
Pool operators, of course. Because the thing is, like, we're the ones who are that involved in the system right now. Like, other people aren't. Like, people who delegate, they just buy stuff, delegate, and then they're like, when moon? You know? Where's my profits? You know? So, like, we're the ones who are at the minute kind of police the network to an extent. And so
wow.
I'll get Danny in a sec. It's all right. But
he said I'll get Danny in a sec.
He actually brought is it Han, the CEO, not the founder, but the CEO of Meld, into his Discord channel for basically us all to grill him. And good on him, you know, like the thing is, Meld now has been branded as a actual full-on scam, even though none of us know. It's all like speculation. None of us really know if it's a scam, but fair play to the team. Like, they are doing their best to come and stand in front. And I really hope I really hope it works, because if I again get a loan that pays itself off, like, I'm laughing. You guys, we're all moving to Spain. Do you know what I mean? We're all getting mansions in Spain. If that's the case, do you know what I mean? We don't need to wait for the profits from crypto. We can just go there and have a loan that pays itself off. Like, so I really hope that the project works. There has been so much bad press about them, but that I have a lot of respect for the guy actually coming on and really trying to like answer everyone's questions. Everyone's like a little bit snarky, you know, that because we've all got our opinions. And,
you know,
fair play to him. And I got to give him
if it is a scam, at what point do you go, this ain't worth the hassle? I've just, all right, fine. Just close it down, run
We should have done it on Ethereum. It's so much easier. We should have done it on Binance.
They believe anything. Yeah.
We should have done it on a Binance Smart Chain. That's where they all do it, because it's so cheap to do and so easy. Like, if you're gonna do scams, Binance Smart Chain's the one.
Right, I'll make a note of that.
Write that down. Yeah, I'm an affiliate. I'll set you up with an account.
Binance Smart Chain.
The only problem is you can't currently transfer any money to Binance from the EU, because the FCA kind of stuck their nose in, and they were like, "Oh, we're not happy about this Binance."
Well,
I'm in the US. I can't do world mobile token. Did you guys get in on that?
I did get in on that.
The thing is, right? I don't trust that now, because NASEC's been on the phone with them too. So, like, speaking to him, mate, I'm like, oh, what have I done getting involved in this world mobile? I'm such a fool.
Well, do you know, you say that because I said I invested, and people are like, oh, it's a bit risky, you know, and I'm like, well, it's a cool project that does some good in the world. And, you know, and if I'm going to get, you know, bitten on the arse, I'm going to get bitten on the arse of good intentions. You know, so if it is that, then it is. Whereas Meld is more in you know, to go into people's greed, I would say, because everyone just wants money. Whereas this, I feel like I'm giving something. If it's a scam, you know.
But you know what? A lot of people have pulled out of Meld recently, like in the last week. So all the stress that we've kind of put Meld under, like all the pressure we've put them under, and all the sharing that we've done amongst the community about actually spreading the information that people have found and kind of getting it out to people. Like, it's very hard for us to communicate with our delegators, but you know what? Somehow amongst everyone, we've managed to reach a lot of people, and a lot of people have been moving. And I've seen that on Twitter recently, because we're on Twitter for Cardano, so we all basically just follow other stake pool operators. So we see that news. You know, we see that news. So
I've noticed my Twitter is mainly stake pool operators. I have
mine's
very
entirely
few
stake pool operators, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, me too. It's a good way to get the news.
Some people, it's hard to reach some people on Telegram. It's hard to reach some people on they're not in the Telegram chat. You know, you don't get hold of some people on the Discords and stuff like that, and it's hard to kind of reach these people. But with the Twitter as well, it's like another avenue where you can communicate with other SPOs. And like some people, I've only ever been able to talk to them through Twitter, which I really enjoy. I like that, you know.
I like engaging in Twitter, and I can my ramblings just all go on Twitter. So
I'm just learning Twitter myself. I want to ask you guys, because I'm that new guy. I'm trying to look for, like, all three of our YouTube platforms kind of really focus on three seemingly separate things. Because Josh, you're doing a lot of here's the news, here's my thoughts, and you know, cover your ears or your kids' ears. But I'm going to say what I had to say. And you know, and Reese, where you're at and what you've got going on is you're putting a lot of, hey, here's my stake pool. Here's the information that I have. Hey, guess what? We minted no blocks, but I'm still talking to you. I'm giving you the information that I have. And I like the direction you're going with accumulating the stake pool, the single stake pool operators, and getting that audience together and putting that together. I have in my mind to put up the stake pool, but that's going to be for my part in decentralization and also learning, because I did C++ in 1999. For a few minutes, and that was it. And I was like, okay, that could be a neat thing to do, but I'm an outside guy. I went and joined the military, and that you don't do a lot of command line interface.
Man as well.
So yeah,
you don't seem like a military man. You seem like
it's been a few years.
It's like it looks like you took the daisy out your hair just before you came on.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I've focused on a lot of different things in the world. I've experienced a lot, and you get told to do something, and then sometimes you listen to what your true heart says, and that's why I'm in this community. And every single person that I've dealt with, except for Mel, is like so honest and sincere, and has so many different things that, like, if I could pick out of 8 billion people, a few hundred people that I want to hang out with, they're already here in this community. I'm on Project Catalyst pretty heavy. That was where I fell into the water with both feet, and I haven't been up yet. I'm a Fund 5 proposal person. I have something there that I'm trying to build, which is actually a 10-part video series for. Well, it's for entry level. Like I said, I'm a blue collar, white collar guy who did the military.
Man, don't mix those shirts in the wash.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I transitioned. Like I used to be. I was a carpenter. I was a military guy. I was a firefighter. Now I'm a fire chief. Now I'm an instructor. Now I'm like all the things that I've done. It's for us. It's what you say. It's the American dream. I'm living it. I've got 2.5 kids, and I've got it's all that stuff. And I'm going, right, the right one. I got rid of the wrong half.
Yeah, no, that's good. No, that's a good choice.
Here's the thing. I'm 42 years old, and at some point, our pensions aren't going to be there. Our monetary system's not there. Everyone that's tied into the U.S. dollar. I'm sorry. That's my contrarian investor side of myself. My self-taught. My Austrian economics side of me, get out of it, but there's nowhere to go. And now I'm going, wait, crypto, there is a safe haven here. There is an opportunity, and it's not just the currency, it's the community. And that's what's so beautiful about this. And I get up, I work at 7:30 in the morning, but I get up at 4 o'clock. So I'm in front of the computer at 4 a.m. every day to give myself 3 hours of quiet house education and learn and pick it all up and go, okay, I'm an artist. This one over here. Well, if you can, anyway, I'm like, hey, check out my NFT. I'm not selling it.
That was another fad that went through. Actually, there was a lot of NFT sales.
There, but
nice.
Where'd it go? Yeah, and it's.
Yeah, well, you've changed the order of things. This is.
I can't deal this. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, all right, that's better.
There, we're back. No, there's so much, and everything I learn, I'm like, oh my God, I need to know about this right now. Oh my God, I got to do that. I can do that. I can make this. I'm like, wait, I still have to go back to work and be a fire chief tomorrow. I still have to do these jobs, and okay, I need to manage this so well. And you guys are already in the thick of it.
Actually, I suffer the same problems as you. You know, 2.5 kids. I've got a wife. And because we run the other company, we used to run it together. Now I've sort of taken a step back, and my wife's taken over that. But it's still I still got to go into the office tomorrow, that kind of thing. Even though I'm like, I just want to do crypto stuff. I don't really want to do this. But actually, that business, I'd like to. I see a decentralized world. I'd like the world to be decentralized. So so my company, just free advertising, Wild Science, is we do sort of animal workshops in schools and in nurseries and things like that. They come in with a range of animals, teach them and that kind of thing. Now,
what kinds of animals, just out of interest?
So it's a mixture of mammals. So you've got your rabbits, gerbils, guinea pigs, hedgehogs, degus, chinchillas. Small mammals, really. And then you've got your reptiles and amphibians, such as snakes, lizards, frogs, salamanders. And then there's the invertebrates. So that's your tarantulas, cockroaches, giant millipedes, scorpions, that sort of thing.
Crocodiles.
No crocodiles. No.
That's a shame, because when I was in school, I always wanted to meet a crocodile, and I never got the chance.
Yeah. There's not that many over here in the UK, I've found. I've been looking, but
where I live, there's all kinds of stuff around here. You can find anything you want.
Where are you?
London.
Oh, you're in. Oh, we're probably not far. I'm just south of London, so.
Yeah, I'm in South London.
What can you say? Ask whereabouts?
Yeah, it's Elephant Castle.
Oh, right. So my office is in Beckenham. So.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, you should just nip up the road one time and come say hi.
Yeah, no,
and we'll get you a ticket.
I'll grab your private keys and then I'll be going. Yeah.
I'll bring him. For you.
Yeah.
You can check them out.
Just put them on Twitter. Just.
Have you guys ever attended a cryptocurrency conference type thing, or is that like?
I really want to. I've been trying to organize like a SPO meetup in London.
I would love that.
But you know what? Everyone's so bloody secretive. Everyone's hiding all the time. It's hard enough just getting people on a Zoom call like this to have a chat, because a lot of people are quite reclusive and stuff, like not reclusive, but you know what I mean, they're quite introverted themselves. Yeah, reclusive is a bit harsh, like so a lot of people value their privacy, you know, whereas I'm the complete opposite. I'm Welsh, so like I'm in your face, I'm talking all the time. Like, I can't believe I haven't talked the whole way through this conversation to start off with. You know, I'm a nightmare for it. But like I'm very like I'm a personal trainer by day, so I'm like walking around interrupting people while they're training, like pulling their headphones out, be like, "What's going on, mate? I've been waiting for you. Like, how are you doing?" You know, I'm one of those people who like talks to people in the shop, like not even staff, just like pedestrians. I'm like, "Oh yeah, can you believe that?" Like, and yeah, so I'm one of those.
I'm the same, but I happily say I hate people. Which is weird. I'll speak individuals. I love individuals, but give me a population. Fucking hate them. Yeah, excuse the language, but I hate people. The way crowds behave.
It's the it's group think. Group think sucks, but like people, everyone's cool as an individual. But like around London, that's really obscure for that to happen. You know, like you go out of London, you go up north, you go to Wales. Like it's very normal just to chat with people on the bus. You know, but here everyone looks at you like.
They do that. I've been there. I'm originally from the West Country, but I moved to North London. So I was living in Muswell Hill, and so I was getting the tube a lot. And like in the country, you smile at people as they go past. You don't know them, you just smile and say hi. You do that on the tube, and they look at you like you've just shat on their lap.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I talk all the time, and I'm too. Yeah, it's to a bitter end, and I'm like, just let me talk. I'm already talking. Just talk louder if you want to talk. And that was the family I was raised in. But
that's a very English mentality when we're abroad. Can't understand us? Speak louder.
Yeah.
Still not smash the place up.
Yeah, we don't learn other languages, you know.
No.
My girlfriend's Colombian, and I've been learning Spanish. Don't let her know that, because it will go straight to her head, and then I'll have to behave myself. No, she's lovely. But I've been learning Spanish.
He's got to say that. I
have to. She might be watching.
Yeah.
He does that sometimes. And she'll be listening from the other room, going, "Is he talking about me again?"
Was that your Colombian accent?
Save me. No, Colombian accent. No, I wouldn't dare. But yeah, so I have to like behave myself very much, because she calls me out on it. She's as much up for the banter as I am, but like the learning languages thing for British people is like a non-starter. They just don't do it, like because English is the first language. It's like everyone else speaks English, even though they don't quite a lot of the time. But you know, like we just assume people do. So learning languages for us is very like strange.
It's abnormal. I mean, I did date a Latvian, so I did spend some time learning Russian, which is a great language. I'd love to carry it on, but try and tell my wife that I just want to learn the language that my ex speaks. That's all right, you know. But
perfect.
But I think we are so bad at learning other languages. But then again, you chuck in Haskell in Plutus, and everyone's like, "Got to learn this language."
I've been learning Haskell. I've been learning Haskell, and you know what?
It's fucking hard.
Hate it. No, I don't really, because I never learned any other languages. So for me, it's just like, they're all like this, right? I've like looked at HTML before, but that doesn't really count for anything. Like I built websites like for my personal training for Stoic, obviously, but like the reality is I'm completely new to this whole thing. So like learning is such a massive experience, and it's not like you use it outside of learning the language. So like until you know it, you're like, what do I need to know this for? Like you don't understand the application of it. Like learning Spanish, okay, I know that
I can speak to Spanish people.
There's a reason for doing it. Like I need to ask if I can pay by card or if I can have plantain, But outside of a programming language is like, you've got to imagine how you're going to use it. And until you're actually doing it, you don't really have a reason to use it yet. It's not like you can practice, Well, you can, but it's not the same. It's not like you're building something all the time. So it is tough. It is tough. And it takes, because I'm not used to it, it's getting in the zone and in the flow of it is tough. But
I've been hearing other programmers and coders that they're saying it's hard for them too, because it's not what they're used to, and it is different. So people keep telling me, oh yeah, so we're all in the same boat. Are we? No,
no, we're not. We're a couple of levels down from there, and that's like, okay.
I'm still looking for the on switch on the computer,
Yeah.
But
what did you want to talk about, mate? What did you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Let's do a real quick mid-roll.
I don't know what that is, but
a mid-roll is when
we're just cutting you out for a sec.
Pause. Yeah. I know I have. Reese, I can't share the screen, but maybe you can mute him. I'm not sure yet. No.
Yeah, I'm sure I got it. It just says boot. It just says boot Josh here.
Nice. So a mid-roll is where you jump in and you just have like a total sidebar conversation, and maybe you're pitching your product or maybe you're talking through. So Josh, you already covered that a couple of times. But no, I want to say thank you real quick to, and I don't know who it is, but we have 6 people watching, and Steve Aldrich says at least World Mobile is actually putting up infra. I'm assuming structure. So that's a good file.
Yeah.
And Steve and I have been working. He's actually been a guy by my side in Project Catalyst for quite a while. He's helped me out and moved. He's an IOHK guy that helped in that program and helps kind of mentor people. So appreciate seeing him up there. Chaudreau de Plaze loves the chill conversation. Did I mess it up? Do you guys know who that is?
I have no idea.
I just
love how confident you were in saying that name.
Yeah. But he has the best name though.
That's fantastic. Yes. Yeah. And my subscribership hasn't changed yet. So I'm assuming that all of the viewers are in my subscribers. So subscribe to Reese. This is narrow. Subscribe to Reese, subscribe to Josh, like the conversation. Appreciate you guys being there. And this is what it's all about right now, is help build our understanding, build our confidence, help us do those shout outs, do the call outs, and say thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still learning the YouTube side of things. I'm not too used to just talking to camera. I mean, I actually met my wife we used to do stand-up comedy.
Come in.
Okay. Did you really? Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that on one of your things. What was that like?
It was good. I loved it, actually. But you get instant feedback from the audience. Talking to camera, really tough.
A lot of delay.
It's not quite the same, and I get a lot of grief. I've got 5 older brothers. I get a lot of grief on my videos.
I'm one of 5.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, right.
I think that's why we're so boisterous.
Yeah. Which is
speak louder.
Exactly. Yeah, we got to get our
How
word
many
in.
of you are there, mate? Are you are you one of a gaggle as well?
2. I'm older. Yeah.
That's why he's so chill and composed, and we're like,
We're like, listen to me.
You haven't met my parents yet. Reese, I did want to ask you though, what, so not to get religious, but my curiosity was Stoic pool. Is that like Epicurean, Stoic, Taoist type thing, or is that totally off? Where do you come up with Stoic pool?
Right. So Stoic, I love Stoic philosophy.
Okay.
I love a bit of Seneca, a bit of Marcus. I find Marcus a bit like self-indulgent, but that's because that's how he wrote his book, you know, because it was like his journal. He's like reminding himself. But yeah, and I found like, though I set up my pool as like because a lot of my mates were buying crypto and just like waiting for the price to go up. And I was like, guys, we need to be building business on the blockchain, you know, and not just like buying and wishing, you know, like a hope and a prayer to get to kind of turn it into something. So when I was messaging them, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try and make a pool, because I had a hernia operation, so I was going to be sat around for a couple of weeks doing nothing. So I thought, right, this is the perfect time. I'd already spent like a month and a half, because I discovered that it was a thing and like I could learn to do it. So I kind of already, I had been going through the process of understanding how it all worked. Like I knew some guys who were involved in IT, like networking, sysadmin, cybersecurity and stuff like that. So I was like learning off them basically and kind of understanding stuff. So I had a fast track education essentially. And when I put the pool together, I was like, oh, what am I going to call it? And I had Marcus's like the meditations on my desk, because I've been looking through it like for whatever reason. And I was like kind of comparing that mentality to the crypto space, and like just being involved in crypto, you kind of have to have a little bit of self-management and stuff. That mentality, like you've got to be able to like go with it and not like stress yourself out and lose your hair, even though I think it's starting to happen.
You're starting to lose it?
Don't talk to me about losing hair, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I wish I'd be like Ken for life, mate. You know,
my 4-year-old, she was playing with my hair. She goes, "Dad, why is Daddy's hair not working? Does it need batteries?"
No, she did not.
Yeah. So that's kind of where it came from. I was like comparing it to that kind of mentality, and I was like, you know what, that's perfect, because that kind of embodies how I am and how I try to be. So it kind of fit my personality and my kind of character quite well, I think. So I kind of run it past all the guys, and they were all like, yeah, sounds great. None of them delegated.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for them to join, but they know I can't moan at them about it because of the t-shirt, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how the pool started. Basically, it was just putting it together for my mates. I tried to get them all. I tried to initially get us all together to pool all of our resources for pledge, but none of them got back to me, because they're, you know, blokes. So you message and like everyone has an answer and they think it, but no one writes back. You know, so that's how guys operate. So that basically what happened. So I just went ahead and did it. Started the pool, and then they started delegating. And 3 months later, we made a block. But you know what? I did
3 months. Wow.
3 months. 3 months of YouTube videos every epoch to like.
Oh wow!
You know, that wasn't like no work and just waiting for people to join. That was me actually kind of being quite proactive for nothing.
So how long after Shelley launch was that?
I set my pool up in, I think it was 218. It was that end of September.
Okay, so it's about a month and a half, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was about a month and a half after Shelley, because I was at that that online conference, the Shelley launch party conference. Remember that? It was like a 3 or 4 day event, and you had to log in on your thing, and there was like this pretend room, and you could click on the different places. Well, you weren't, Ken, because you were still fighting fires and shooting military and stuff,
saving lives.
Yeah, but
I took names.
Might have been that. But yeah, so that was kind of where I really changed from a crypto guy to a Cardano rent boy, essentially. And that's it.
Okay.
You know, that's
Cardano. I hear Cardano rent boy. I hear a rent boy that gets paid in Cardano. So
you know what? If that's an option,
kudos.
Danny would be shilling it for me. Honestly, she'd be all over it. She'd be all my clients.
I can make money out of this guy.
He does this on the side. You know, he does this on the side, right?
I'm gonna see some YouTube ads looking for a rent boy.
Yeah,
you got it.
I've just all these guys, the people who are viewing are now going to get very interesting ads for OnlyFans and stuff.
Yeah, stoic it to him. Yeah, okay.
Stoic it to him. It's actually stoic. It's actually stoic it to him.
But yeah,
yeah. So that's how basically how it started, and that's where Stoic comes from. And
I think it's a cool name. I think it's cool.
I think so. Thanks, mate. It's nice because it fits, you know. So and it's an actual, it's a word. Like a lot of people, like I interviewed a guy, Chaddle. It's a pseudonym.
Chaddle.
Chaddle.
Yeah.
Is that,
I think is that how it's supposed to pronounce? Yep, there it is. Shadow
BBHMM Pool. He was like the first one I interviewed, which the video's on for on the YouTube channel, and he BBHMM, like, what is that? Whereas I can easily just say Stoic Pool, you know, and everyone's like, oh, cool, yeah, I know what that looks like. So I think that works in my favor to an extent as well.
So just to go to the chat for a sec, Stephen, grab yourself another lager. I'm on my second, so you do need to catch up.
I just figured out a cool thing on this Melon app. So I think it was one. Oh shoot, I'm gonna totally forget this, but it was one of the NFT people that they ran this.
There's only a million.
There's
of them,
a lot
so
of them.
Yeah, that narrowed it down.
But they were really cool in how they had this set up. But now on the right side, I actually have the YouTube chat as running off the right side, so I don't have to burn through two different screens. I can just run it right off of here. So TiVo is asking if a week was enough to set up a node and connect with the main chain. I've been told it takes less time than that. Just concerted effort, you know.
Like if you're using like the scripts, and then it's super easy, and it'll take a couple of hours because it's got to download and install and update everything. But
first one,
but and then basically once it's there, and it'll start as a relay, and then you can go into like CN tools and register, and it'll cost you your 500 ADA like holding fee and stuff. But the actual process now is really simple. The protection, like the security and stuff like that, it's really important that you do spend time getting that right, because like that obviously
I recommend air gap machine. Keep all your keys on there. I found it once I did that and got that sorted.
You felt so safe.
Yeah, I did. And then my pledge was on a ledger as well, because I heard in one of the groups I'm in, someone got scammed. I can't remember his name, but he got scammed basically a lot of ADA, and it was kind of his life savings. It was really bad, and it all came down to they took it out of Daedalus. He had a dodgy copy of Adobe, and that managed to keylog. So it just keylogged his spending password and just stole all his money. Literally within 30 minutes, I had ordered my ledger, because it was a credit to grow proper, broke it down and told him what had happened and what went wrong. And then, but his final words was, it wouldn't have happened if you had a ledger. And I was like, I'm on it. I'm getting it now.
You know what as well? Trezor is open source. You can get it set up on a Pi. You can get a Trezor on one of these bad boys.
Really?
As well. So if you have one of those lying around, you could just download the code and install it yourself on a Pi.
Okay. And that's so I have a few different videos in the queue in my brain right now on the way that I'm going to do it. I just kind of kicked off the More You Cardano series. You guys, NBC here had the More You Know thing, where it was like a Saturday morning not cartoon, but they would cut in during the cartoons and they would teach kids things, and it would be the more you know. So anyone from America is going to recognize that. And Chad's in the group. He's actually chatting on there too. So it totally hijacked the image. He did some really amazing rendering to up mine by far. But anyway, I did a quick, because the audience that I'm speaking to, my avatars, the people that I'm on YouTube for, isn't for either of you. It's not. I'm not trying to teach the people that already know crypto. I'm trying to help the people that have no idea what the heck it is understand and save time, and not just be a good language. Like I want to interpret for people. I have one set up that's Boone Bergsma. Him and I chatted for a while, and he's running a hackathon. And I thought, that's cool. Like, I don't even know what that is. Like, let's break into the Fed. But that's not what it is. But what it is, it's like, I'm thinking, oh, that's cool. I want to help you guys do your thing, and I'll buy one of your NFTs and support that and have that token. But then I realized I'm like an idea guy, and you need idea people for that. So I asked him, like, dude, what's a hackathon? And he explained it to me very well. And I'm going to have that put together so that I can teach people what a hackathon is. So that I can be the idiot that asks the question. I'm very comfortable, just like you guys. I'm going to talk to somebody. We don't have tubes, we have subways. But if I'm on that subway, I'm going to say, hey, you know, you look really nice today, or just compliment someone, or just whatever. Laugh at something that's funny and not just internalize it. Just let everyone have fun. And but
when I was in Wales,
somebody has to ask it.
I read a book to people on the bus. I didn't realize I was reading it to everyone, but I was just reading it to my mate because I was explaining that it was really funny. Wow. So I was reading this bit and then we carried on. And when we got up to get off the bus, everyone was like looking at us. And I was like, oh, guys, I'll see you next week. We'll do the next chapter. I'll see you all then, you know. Like,
that's fantastic.
Sorry, carry on. You ask people the questions on the subway. You're willing to comment on people.
Absolutely. And that's just being open, but that's all my practice of just talking and communicating. And I don't mind. I don't mind asking the question, what is that thing you're talking about? What is a ledger? Why do we need to get money off our ADA off of an exchange? And it's so deep. It's at so many levels. You can't keep that stuff out there on the exchange. Why? Well, here's the really easy answer, and not just on the exchange, but put it on a secure. Here's your ledger. Get it. You know, I'm not trying to explain all the details of. Here's the product. Here's my affiliate link. Here's my. But you don't. I'm not there yet. Yeah, I just understand to get it out of there.
I think that's a big problem in the crypto space.
You can go and check my affiliate link to the ledger if you would like one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I mean, that's important. That's next level. That's not me right now. And maybe at some point they're like, I don't trust Reese's affiliate link. Do you have one? Yeah. Cool.
You know what? Though? I never promote it.
Yeah.
I never promote it. I leave it in my YouTube videos, and like that's it. If people find it, the people who find it know what it is. Because otherwise they wouldn't wouldn't see a ledger and then click on it. Yeah, so people would know who it is, and then if people use it, that's cool. But I'm not one.
I'm never going to again. I have a couple ledgers, but I'm gonna use that extra Raspberry Pi that I had a while ago, and I'm gonna put Trezor on it because I already there it is.
Check that out. That's the thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's really cool. That's a tutorial on how you did it as well.
Make a video.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Me?
I was telling you to do it.
Yeah, Ken.
I don't know how to do that yet.
You've got videos to make.
Learn to do it. Do the tutorial.
Yeah.
And then I'll do one.
You're the noob guy. Make the noob videos, man.
Yeah.
I've got elevator pitches. I've got shorts. I got miscellaneous. I got Boone. I got George Lovegrove. I got a hackathon. We're YouTube Live. I can scratch that one. We're doing that right now.
Get rid. That one's done, man. Done. It'll never happen again after this.
Fun 5 update. We got to get that out there. We got. What do we have? 2 more days now to get registered. Yeah. You know, 2 more days. Get yourself. But my audience is registered. So who am I talking to if I say go get registered?
Sorry, get registered.
No. You got that wrong, mate. You got that wrong because your audience. You assume your audience is just your subscribers, but that's a lie. Yeah, you're talking to people all over the world, man. And you've got to think of it like that because you can't think that it's not worth doing that video because the truth is it's always worth doing that video. Yeah, this is SEO.
Even on something that's not
100%,
that's not evergreen. It ends on the 19th of July, 2021.
I know it's not evergreen. It doesn't matter, mate, because you know what? You still got to show up. And if that's what you want to do, like we're all as good and bad as each other. You know, I'm terrible at this stuff, but the truth is, you got to just do it. You got to do it, and you got to be on top of it. One thing that I really like, I've got loads of ideas for videos. I recorded loads of videos and then never released them. I had like 18 videos at one point, all recorded, and I didn't release them for a different reason. It's because I thought I was a cinematic genius, and I recorded them all in a picture profile before I understood how to do that. So I kind of ruined the videos basically. So that's why they never released, and I never got around to recording them again. So
I reckon I could do a blooper reel of all my videos.
Yeah, mate. You know what? Actually, like I love putting bloopers in videos, but I have never done them for Stoic. I've done them for like. I've got things. I when I was learning the camera, I basically did like loads and loads of videos of me and Danny dicking about at home during lockdown, basically, like just for a bit of a laugh and to get comfortable with using the thing and learning how to edit. I barely use any of it for like Stoic videos now, but it was a really good learning process in understanding the video, learning to use Adobe much better and stuff like that. And it's definitely worth doing. Like getting obsessed with the camera. Like you got a ZV-1 as well. Like get obsessed with it. I've got the LUTs. If you want to use a picture profile and get really nice video, like really nice colors and stuff, you don't need it because your lighting's amazing. But if you do, I've got all that stuff, mate. And I'll just send it all to you. You tell me, I'll send it all to you. No worries, you know.
I mean,
don't tell Leeming. Don't tell Leeming. No, don't tell him.
What do I use right now? Adobe Premiere Elements 2021. I used 18 for work, and I was pretty comfortable with that. All my videos that I've done at work are proprietary because they're training videos. And through the lockdown or whatever you want to call it, we had to figure out how to do training where we couldn't interface with each other. So there was a lot of me standing by a pump panel explaining how to do this, or here's, high angle rescue 101. And my audience retention rate was perfect because, well, they were forced to watch the video. So that was great. But now people have the option to watch a video or not. So,
So we've got some comments.
The truth is, though, timing videos, you do need to get them done. Yeah. So like with the Fun 5, do the videos, like, especially because your project's in Fun 5, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Chill your stuff, man.
Interview with Q. It's out under.
You did it. I know that video is amazing. And the funniest thing is like when you're on the beach and you're cracking up about it yourself. I think it's because your missus is laughing at you. You're laughing about the whole thing. But you know what? It flows so well as well. It actually worked. So I love that video, mate. That was brilliant.
That's cool. Yeah, I wanted to do.
Check it out. Check his shilling, his own elevator pitch like interview video he did, because it is jokes.
Cool.
No idea what it's about.
Should we take a look at the comments for a second?
Go ahead.
We're losing the comments. So, Tevo Sachs?
Yes. Yeah. I pronounce it different ways.
Just guesstimate what the name is, mate. It's all right.
He's good. He's good people. He's a Project Catalyst guy right there.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, so these are all friends of yours. I feel like I'm in your house. Okay. So that's nice. I appreciate the good process was asking, because usually I always have issues setting up databases and server. Constant errors all the time. Is that about setting up a pool, Tevo? Is that what you're talking about?
Come here.
That does happen sometimes when you set up your pool. So sometimes, like one thing that's happened with me is that it's like it's shut down, the link shut down to one of the relays which I have on a cloud provider.
Ken got prettier for a second.
Ken got prettier for a second.
Ken, I feel like we're just having your whole family in here, mate. You might as well just
go
in the corner, change the view, and just have them all sat around. It's all right. I'll get Danny in a sec.
I'm surprised my kids haven't walked in just yet.
Yeah.
But this is my guest room. I think Josh, you have an extra room or something.
This will be Dolly's, my new daughter's room when she's born. This will be her room.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to set up a new office in the garden. That's what's happened there.
In Britain,
I joked around
as well, mate.
Yeah.
We've had like 3 people in this guest room, and when I started kind of making this into a studio, I've had people from around the world. No, this guest room is now people from Russia and people from Europe and people from Portugal, and everywhere is like, hey, come visit me this is literally a guest room from around the world now because of what's happening right here. Behind me, the screen, if I can put a mirror up right here, you would see that the mattress is laying up against the wall behind this table with this console. Like that's
probably good acoustics, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys got those high dollar stuff. Just throw mattresses up.
Yeah, that's what people put carpets on walls for acoustics and stuff.
Carpet's really good.
Oh, who's siren? I heard a siren in the background. Who was that?
That was here.
Was that you? Right. Okay.
You guys had asked you guys were talking earlier about where you're at, both in London.
Where are you?
I'm Northwest Ohio, so.
One of my servers was in Ohio.
You have servants?
Servers. I had a server.
What am I serving?
Yeah. What do you think?
One of my people.
Yeah. My butler is from Ohio. How interesting.
Yes, I know. Yeah. Well,
I think you've got a big data center in Ohio, so a lot of people will have servers there. Yeah. So sometimes I've got a Carl from Lyft Steak Pool.
Mine's in Ohio too.
I often say to him, it's like, my server's down. Give it a kick for God's sake.
You know what? I was watching. Wait, go back to the comments because we got one comment.
Oh yeah. We just got one in. Yep.
Right.
So I think Tivo was talking about getting set up. So that's
so that happens. Sometimes the connection breaks, and you have to sit in front of the command line and just press up and down like every couple of minutes, so that the pipe doesn't break, because that happens sometimes. And it happened to me when I was updating one of my relays, which was like miles away in Ohio, and it literally it took me 4 or 5 times to update, and it kept crashing because of it. And in the end, what I did is I just completely wiped it and reinstalled, and then it worked all right. But that stuff like that does happen.
I've had to leave the house and have my wife just, can you click the mouse somewhere?
Yeah, I literally had exactly the same. Danny was doing it. I'm not going to say she messed it up.
My wife did.
Because we don't say that. Not blaming anyone, No, it was my fault. It was my fault. Danny never did anything.
Danny, who shall name nameless. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All I'm saying is it wasn't me,
Yeah. But I mean, every time I do it, I think, shall I do this in a T-Mux show? Would that work? And then I'll be fine. I'll just do it. And then it's like, oh crap, I've got to go out. Oh, this is gonna die while I'm out. And then
Well, with my work, I'm work at an hour at a time. So I nip back. I'm like, I've got an hour. I'll just update everything, And it's never enough time. You need to
check out you with just an hour between blocks. Christ.
Well, no, that's like my lunchtime, or between clients. So
right,
I've got to run off. I got to do some coaching. I teach people handstands and muscle ups, rings and stuff. So I run over to the gym. I turn around, run back, update my node, run back. So it's just
that's the benefit of having your own business as well, though. You can just sort of be like, no, I'm just gonna.
You know what? That's one thing that I am very grateful for with the work I do, because I actually have time. And I've been self-employed for ages now, and I can just, even though I work 7 days a week, I could technically have any day off that I wanted. I just love work, I love work.
Yeah. I mean, I think when I set up my business, that was back in 2014, felt like a prisoner that had been set free. I've realized I could manage my own time. I didn't have to work 9 to 5, although you end up working 8 to 10. Or 24 hours a day, but somehow it's fine because you decide. But that's why I think going back to sort of DAOs, that's why I think if the world ran like a DAO, if my business was a DAO, if the people who run my sessions, they just log on, they do the work they want, the work is just on offer. People who want the service, they come through to Wild Science. And it goes through, and you have people who are beginners. They're the test net kind of people, and then when they've earned enough, then they can be fully fledged sort of experts at what they do. And I just like the idea of the world being like that. And then but in between that, I'm going to deliver something for DHL kind of thing. And you get paid for the work you do, and that's a kind of a world I like to see, and that's why I love the sort of decentralization of crypto and all the other things around it. And then coming to even Jed, the Charles's stable coin, the fact it's autonomous, it's just works on mathematical protocol, that sort of thing. That's what gets me going anyway.
That's cool.
So I've just been looking through the comments, right? Because we're I think we're all terrible at this, aren't we? We just get distracted by our banter, which is all right. I love it.
Yeah.
But it's better than silence.
Welcome to Kerry's house. Welcome to Ken's house.
Yes.
It's good that everyone supports you so much, Ken. I gotta give you that. That's really good. I had someone complain once because I start my videos with yo yo yo.
Oh really?
I'm like yo yo yo.
That's a fun hobby.
And literally, someone commented, not actually on Stoic, but it was on a different channel, and I make my PT stuff. It was like, yo, 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 unsubscribed. I was like, dude, you don't need to tell me that. And if you were subscribed, like you would have known that I said yo yo yo, you know. Like, so don't pretend that you're subscribed. Just to
one
be
of my early videos, I did a clip of. So I was like, oh, as Charles would say, welcome to my spare room. Sometimes spare, you know, sometimes
a
my
room.
room, yeah. And then it's like, as Big Pay would say, I was like, hello. And then I had a clip of him going, hello. Then,
Nice.
then Mrs. Doubtfire come in, hello.
I do love it. But yeah, like now people comment in my video, like there's a couple of guys who delegate to the pool every video, yo yo yo, like that.
Nice.
just for the jokes, you know. I love that like that community thing does exist on YouTube, because I was never really that into YouTube before until lockdown, and then like it really upset Danny because I'd be on my phone all the time watching videos. Like I got one headphone in and we're cooking and I'm like watching a video, you know, I'm not paying any attention to her. She spends the whole day in silence. I'm learning all kinds of crazy stuff, you know. And but the community that you get from actually doing like the stake pool, like you're building that right now with Q, and that's awesome. I really love it, and I'm so grateful to my guys. Like I wouldn't do it live because there's only 3 of them. You've got like at least 6, so that's nice, you know. Double what I got.
I've done comedy gigs to less people. Like, in fact, I've done a comedy gig in front of just the comedians who are also on. So
that's what we're doing right now.
I know how to perform to an empty room.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I will probably start stuttering or stammering if Kaizen or Pay show up or do something like all of a sudden, wait, they're here? What just happened?
Luckily, you won't know unless they comment.
Yo, 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 Armada Alliance.
Yo, 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 Armada Alliance. You legend. We can be mates. Don't kid about that. That's serious. Yeah, don't be joking about that, right? That's not funny.
Well, he said JK, but yeah, Armada Alliance is good at digging up some, what do you want to call it? Open source things. And I think if it's out there on YouTube, it's open source, right? So yo.
Don't be stealing my
You got serious. It was mad face.
I'm coming.
I don't know if you can
coming to Ohio.
Yo. Right? That might be in the vernacular. I don't know.
Well, it became so much of a joke to the guys who followed my videos that one reached out to me when I was designing new Stoic videos, and he was like, "Oh, you should do yo-yo
Stoic videos.
You should do yo-yo ones." Well, it's just because it says it. My t-shirts, not videos. The t-shirts.
Like you're talking about the butterfly, the Duncan butterfly yo-yo, right? Or
exactly. Okay. Yeah, so I've got a video, and I sent a t-shirt, and I sent it to the guy, my mate Eric. Yeah. Big shout outs to you, Eric, if you're watching, mate. He's got yo-yo with the Stoic logo in the middle, like yo-yo Stoic pool video t-shirts. Now he's got like a couple.
That'd be a really cool GIF if you could get that to like drop in and like it's spinning around and it stops. Like you get the what is it called? Walking the dog. You walk the dog with the yo-yo and it just your logo is right there.
Sick. Yo, that is amazing. That is a walking the dog, yeah.
Just get the little.
That took me back to junior school. The cradle.
Yes.
And
Yo-yos were epic, guys. Yo-yos are awesome.
And I was crap with them as well.
I was as well, but they were still cool. I didn't need to be good at it for them to be cool.
I think I had one of those monster truck type wheel ones. I don't know if you had those in America or how big they were.
Like the big ones that like come out like this, like
Vipers they come out at the side. They look like monster truck wheels, and I just remember them being the cool.
I never had one of them. I had the boring ones with the ball bearings in the middle that made loads of noise. You know.
Right. Did it light up when it hit the bottom? Was it one of those?
No, it wasn't that cool. It was just noisy. I would have
spending hours whittling away.
It was just a conker on a bit of string. Yeah.
Reese, we're talking to a guy with a butler. We got to remember we're at different levels.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, it's different echelons. not even levels. Like, it's a whole other thing, you know.
Yeah. My footman should be along in a minute with the
to polish your hooves.
Yeah.
You know what, actually, right? Because we're going off track again, which I love, by the way, guys. This has been really good fun.
I don't think we've been on track yet, but okay.
No, we haven't talked about anything, Cardano. We just mentioned our affiliate link for the ledger.
Yes.
But one thing that I really love about is that you're actually doing a catalyst, Ken, because like props to you for that, mate. I've been thinking of something, but I'm just not that imaginative to kind of everything that I think of is like stuff that people are already doing. They obviously infiltrated my mind. I was incepted somehow, you know. There's sneaky people out there always stealing my ideas. I'm pretty sure. Like,
yeah, out your mind. Yeah.
But you know what? I was watching a video the other day. You know what? Don't worry about that. It's not important. Tell us about your. You were saying you're doing like an intro series, like a video series. About that, about blockchain, right? Or is it
blockchain? Yeah, blockchain technology in general. You know, we don't realize how much blockchain exists in our life for the last 20 or 30 years. It's been around. We just don't see it. The big wigs, they know, they see it. Walmart's, they use blockchain technology to track products across the country. But it wasn't until, and I didn't realize this, I didn't know anything about all of this, but what's hard is as soon as you come out of the normal life, I was joking around that I have that American dream life, and I'm willing to give it up right now because I think it's going to get taken away, and I need to trade my knowledge. I don't want to be railroaded by what's happening. So I feel like I have enough foresight to understand that things are happening. You know, there's something afoot, and I need to get myself ready for that. Now, I may be totally wrong. I'm still living that life, but I need to learn the next option. I need to figure out what's going on the other side. So that's why I sacrifice my mornings. That's why I take, you know, just like you were saying, you're listening to YouTube on the one ear to listen, and then also trying to pretend you're in your real life at the same time cooking your noodles. You go, yeah, but I guess what I just learned. And that's what it takes. It takes so many hours to learn everything. I did get very lucky in the course of educating myself, because like I said, I dig in fast. I want to do it. So I actually got online and I found out where I could buy Bitcoin, because that was all I knew about in the first couple of weeks. And I went across the street. There's an ATM machine, I can go trade in cash and get myself some Bitcoin, and they had Litecoin, and they had Ethereum.
I should have stuck with that.
Well, that's a cool interface.
Billions,
yeah. But that coin wasn't there.
I could be on Rick McCracken's show right now if I carried that on. But I actually did have a catalyst.
Stuck with us.
yeah. Which is fine. But no, I did have a catalyst proposal for ATM machines. But it got tore apart by some clever. Well, one of them, Big Pay, who I do respect Big Pay a lot, and he was one of the people that tore it apart. And and Daniel, whose surname I forget, is everyone knows his name.
Go for it. I know you're talking about.
Starts with an R.
I can't bloody remember. But he's big. He's an ambassador now.
I know. We know. Big Dan.
Right. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, and he also tore it apart, and rightfully so. I mean, that's what the whole point was there for.
You're talking about Rybar, right?
Yeah, I think yes.
Yeah. He's beyond ambassador. He's an employee now for IOHK. Whoa. Yeah.
That just goes to show what can happen actually when you're involved in this space. Like, I was trying to explain to someone the other day, I could reach out to one of the guys in IOHK. A lot of them are in London. I could go for coffee with one of them today, like now. It's Sunday evening. Like I could go and meet someone now. That's how tight the community is, and how how small it is, you know. And that's amazing.
But thanks again to Steve Aldrich. He pointed all that out. Is that where you got the info from?
Oh. No. I've talked to Daniel.
He said it all.
There it is.
He knew.
He took my words. He took my word. I'm the one who said no ambassador IOG employee first.
I
said it too.
I think we should get Steven on. Can we get Steven on?
Yeah,
I'm sure we could.
Ken. We've had enough of him. He's just hosting. But
he just made it happen. But
I think the ATM thing is is a good concept, but it's kind of taken a step back, isn't it?
Because what's taking a step back? Sorry?
Like the ATM, the whole point of crypto is to be cashless, right?
Yeah.
So why would you be taking cash out? You just mean withdrawing your gains.
Well, no, but it was more about putting money in and getting Bitcoin. But there was obviously.
So you don't really need an ATM.
Well, no, just with cash, you know. But you just put cash in, and then it goes Bitcoin to your wallet. And I thought that's an easy way, but there is still the KYC. And speaking to,
you'd have to type in your address. Please send it to this.
Yeah.
Send it to this address.
That would take a while. Yeah.
Mate, it takes ages.
Capital
It's so long.
A, small A.
Why don't they make them shorter? You know, why don't they just make them shorter?
Yeah. What's your address? 3.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be so much easier. People would always send you money accidentally. It'd be fantastic.
How is KYC? How's the KYC in your part of the world? Because it's atrocious here.
I think it's the
Name
same
ID.
as over there.
Yeah, same old stuff.
I think it's the same as the US, I think.
Name ID as proof of address and stuff.
Yeah, and that's like if I wanted to get Bitcoin, I would get a paper wallet with it. I'd put $50 in, but then I have to give them my cell phone number. Then I have to set up an account, and then that has to be a verified email. And you're standing there at a stop and go for, I don't know how long it was. I walked away from it. I got nervous. I went to the next machine down the road because I was like, I think I can just put in cash and get out a wallet and get that. Because I in the beginning, I'm a little sketchy. I don't want to just give out all that information. I don't know my client. That was what killed me. I'm okay with you knowing me as a customer, but I want to know the vendor. And how do I know that the person behind that machine actually is who they say they are? And that they have something. What's that?
How do you know that you're getting Bitcoin? You're just
right. Yeah. I had no idea.
Bitcoin itself is inherently trustless. So,
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're going to Josh's ATM and actually buying Bitcoin. You might just be like, yeah, we'll send it to you later.
Yeah.
Just wait for the next
It's a pre-sale Bitcoin. It hasn't been mined yet, and I haven't bought it yet. But sign up to my pre-sale. In fact, go to a pool with 99% fee, and eventually you may get some Bitcoin.
We're not going to talk about Meld right now.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
No, we did that.
Yeah, we did that already. We already talked about 99% fees.
You're so bitter, Josh. Just chill out, man.
It was a callback, if anything.
I'm gonna test my ZV1. There's my pitch, because I know Reese has got one. But watch this. You want to see something inherently worthless?
No, it didn't. It didn't work. It was a bit pixelated.
I don't even. We're British. We don't know. Oh, is that $1? Is that one?
That's just a $1. Yeah.
Right, okay.
But that's kind of that point.
Could have done it with a 50. I mean, or 100 or something.
Where's my footman?
We call them pinkies in the UK because they're red.
Yeah. Well, it's just a dollar bill, and that's the same thing as a lot of people are challenging me as I'm learning. They're like, yeah, but what gives your cryptocurrency any value? And like the inherent people are willing to exchange for that.
I'm losing friends with Stephen Aldrich here. Sorry. Yeah.
What did he do?
He's on me as well. Josh like a bone.
Josh like a dog with a bone on the Meld thing.
Because there's nothing else to talk about.
And yeah, you know what? He's right about QR codes. QR codes do make addresses so much easier. You know how good you are because they give us QRs. Yeah. I use QRs constantly, and I actually have a non-Cardano hardware wallet called a KEWW, which it doesn't take Cardano basically.
Okay.
But it takes other cryptos, and it's great because it's like an old iPhone. It's like a tiny little like that. It's literally like one of these, and all it does is it holds the private key, so it provides the QR codes, and you scan it with an app. You go beep there, and then you go beep there to confirm a transaction.
It's a ledger with a camera, basically.
It's a ledger with a camera and fingerprint you don't have to plug it into your computer, so it's air gapped, like 100% air gap.
Oh wow!
And it has a remote self-destruct function as as well. So if it ever goes missing,
I'm glad you mentioned auto self-destruct. Didn't that happen in the community a few months ago? One of the stake pool as a service guys, I don't know. I
think stake pool as a service is bad for Cardano. Just putting that out there. I don't have a problem with people trying to set up a business. I think that's quite bad because. All right, well.
We'll have this.
Come over. Let's sort this out.
Let's do this. Come at me, bro.
The thing about it is, basically, you're trusting one person to operate multiple pools, which is essentially what's happening for profit, and that is a bottleneck. That's a bottleneck for the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Well, having one guy managing the pool.
Yeah.
You could have. I suppose there is that argument if one guy was doing like 1 million pools, but if you've got one guy and 5 pools. I wouldn't call that a bottleneck as such.
Well, but you say that, but actually it can be. It's not the same as the multi-pool argument. Yeah, because that's a whole other thing.
Okay.
But
That is a different
the
thing,
state
yeah.
pool as a service thing is because he basically is he's forced to actually do things for other people for the money as well. So it kind of creates a conflict of interest in some respects. And I don't think it's necessarily best for the ecosystem for that to happen. And I might be right. I might be wrong. Like, we all have our opinions on this, you know, and I don't have a problem necessarily with someone running like 2 or 3 pools or whatever, but the state pool as a service thing, I think is quite bad for the ecosystem.
Depends how it's done, because you said, do you know, you might realise I am crap with everyone's names, but there is a guy, I call it rent a stake, where it's like, oh yeah, this pool, I've got a guy needs some stake in his pool, he's ready, he's going to give you up to 100 ADA per epoch, and it's like, if you need to take the stake from another pool to make your pool work, why are you here? Why are you there? But I mean,
but also he's handling that pledge. You know, he's got control of the keys. Like, you're trusting someone to be competent enough. You're trusting someone else to be competent enough, and it comes with its own problems in providing a service to someone as your business as well, and like it just comes with a couple.
Yeah, I mean, I do run a pool for someone else at the moment. And we share the pledge. We share the pledge. 50/50.
I'm only messing, mate. I'm not going to fall out with someone because they do that.
No.
You know, it doesn't matter to me that much. That's just my opinion.
I'm all up for healthy debate, but in this case, we share the pledge. But actually, he is going to, using a ledger, put a huge pledge down, and then just pay me the smaller amount just from the pool's rewards, not his rewards. So actually, he's paying me rather than me paying him his money. So it depends how it's done.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. And of course, there are ways that you can figure that out with people. You know, but at what point are you? Does it become more of you just operating multiple pools for managing hundreds of people's keys? Not hundreds of people's, but like you're saying, you do it with one guy. You know, like there are other pools who have a shared pledge with other people, and that's fine. But when it's 10 or 15 pools, then it becomes like a bit more of a thing, doesn't it?
I have had a falling out with a good friend over a pool that I created for him. I don't know if anyone remembers the Cicada 3301 pool.
No, not me. But...
You know what? Actually, I recognize that ticker 3301. That's the Cicada, the global.
So Smaug, Paul PM was he was on it like a dog with a bone. He was on it. And it was my pool. We created that pool as a kind of meant to be a mystery, and we had some puzzles, and
he figured it out.
Well, he didn't figure it out. You forget that, you know, because we created this real nice website. It was simple, and if you got the right code, it did all this fancy stuff. But you forget that you're working with these hardcore programmers and coders. They can go through. You know, your website is not safe from them.
Nah.
And so Smaug, credit to him, I haven't got a problem, but he went straight through it, and I was like, oh, because I'm trying to say, oh, how did you figure out all those puzzles? And then, yeah, it's quite easy just to, you know,
I didn't do any of the puzzles. I just went in the back and got your name.
Just some confiscated JavaScript, and I, you know, it was hosted in Iceland, paid with Bitcoin. It was not traceable, but it was the website. That was the weakest link, and Smaug, credit to him, was like, yeah, I can, just some obfuscated JavaScript, saw straight through it, worked it out, done. And it's like, still pretty cool though. And I was like, yeah, I had 64 million in that pool. Thank you, mate. It's not there now.
So I'm about. I know we got into the stake pool operation conversation, which is fine. I'm gonna, since we're there, I do want to ask you guys a question, and it sounds like I'm going to share a line that I have recently been a part of, and it's why so you'll know what side of this I'm on. So I'm becoming a personality. There's a handful of people that watch and learn and listen and do this. But if I sit here and say, hey, pledge to my stake pool or delegate to my stake pool, to me, I believe that if somebody says that to me, hey, delegate to my stake pool, I'm hoping that person runs their stake pool, that they have their own network, that it is a whatever, whether it's Raspberry Pi or it's an M1 or it's something that they run themselves, and it's not on the cloud. So I'll ask this question because similar to if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto, right? We all see that, but there's a phrase that's kind of coming around that I don't see how to beat it up too bad is if it's not your hardware, it's not your network. Yeah. So if it's out on the cloud, are you running it? Who's running it? Is someone running it for you? Because as hard as I'm going to work to learn CLI and build my own stake pool and make that decentralized because it's in my house and it can be back because it's on a Raspberry Pi and I can run it for the same price as a light bulb. And I can, if my power goes out, I can turn the generator on and I can still run that on, possibly even run it off of a cell phone, or cell service or Starlink. Shit, there's people that are doing that. So if the cloud goes down, a lot of people's stake pools and nodes go away, and they won't be there for that. So, and how many people? If I'm a personality, why don't I just say, well, shit, Josh, you know how to run these. How about I pay you to run my stake pool on that cloud, and I'll say run, go to my stake pool, but it's not how mine is it if I'm not actually owning it. If it's not my network, or if it's not my hardware, it's not my network. Where do you guys stand on that kind of setup conversation?
I'll give you a chance to kick off first, Josh.
I mean, it's actually a tricky one.
Before you go there, Josh, I gotta cut in. Janella was right. I said, we're not going to be more than a half hour, maybe an hour tops. She goes, okay, I'll see you at 3:00. I'm like, oh, it's almost 3:00. It's getting later for you guys, but roll with it.
I think my kids may be in bed now already. I may have missed the bedtime story now.
What a relief. Eh?
No, I love my bedtime stories. That's one of the highlights of my day. It's when my kids are nice to me. The rest of the day.
All right. So not your hardware, not your hardware, not your network.
It's a good point. If you're saying like that, and my suspicion is because I'm a salesman, so I've done in my past jobs, I've done a lot of cold calling and looking for potential customers, and I suspect people who run stake pool as a service would say, oh, this guy's got a successful YouTube channel. Let's get in contact. Hey, you've got a good following. You want a stake pool? Yeah. This is going to make you're going to make some income from what you already do on top of what you already do.
Yeah.
And I imagine that's happening a lot. And it is difficult. Anyone I've run a pool for, they've never done videos like that. So, yeah.
But so they want to take part in the decentralization because maybe this is my way to invite myself onto Dan's videos or, Digital Asset News. Dude looks awesome. He does a lot of good for the community and getting information out. He's a news person. He says,
I know the geezer.
But I know. But I'm going. I can't. Please prove me wrong, Dan. I don't know. But just send him over there. Just tell me if I should stop talking right now.
I've got him on the phone now, please.
Yes. But just like somebody else, you couldn't imagine that I'm going to be at the fire scene running a thing with my hair flowing out there. We know what we know how to do and how we cover it. But does he run a stake pool himself? Is he breaking away from his swimming pool when he's working in Houston and putting out news content all the time to go, shit, I got to have my wife hit the command line button and have him keep up the stake pool? Or is he hiring somebody to do that thing? I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is yet, but that's what I'm trying to learn, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a right answer to that. If he wants to run a pool, that's fine. If he pays someone else to run a pool for him, realistically, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, really. It's whatever anyone wants to do is all good.
Yeah, and it's part of the decentralization, right?
We're running nodes. I expected more from you on that.
Hold on, that was my intro. No, the thing is, right, the network thing is another debate, because that's different to a personality paying someone. That's the stake pool as a service argument, essentially, although it's a slightly different angle, but it's basically that same conversation. Whereas what you're actually saying with the network thing is, should we all have bare metal servers, or should we not be using cloud providers?
Sorry to cut in. I'm just going to say,
Josh, I will come down the road if I have to. All right.
Okay. Go.
There's no real right or wrong answer. You got to think big data providers might not be the best one, because you could easily end up with 90% of stake pools on AWS or like Azure or whatever the Google one is, cloud or like whatever. I think if you're running a pool, you should use multiple. If you're doing cloud servers, or if you can do a bit of hardware and a bit of cloud, that's better as well. You know, like where I live is rented. So for me, setting up a node here would be a bit of a pain to be moving it here. And then when we move here, then moving it all there and having it offline, off the actual network for a while. You know, having something that's got that 100% uptime is quite handy. Yes, if you've got your bits in Germany right now, there's a chance that that data center's down. And I think that's actually happened to a couple of SEOs who have their own servers at home, or they have their own, like a data center in Germany. I'm not sure exactly which one it is, but it obviously brings risk, you know, and using using a cloud service provider like that does have its own risk, because what if DigitalOcean goes, you know, or what if goes, I've run out of cloud service, but I don't know that many. I know 4 guys. All right, that's it. But I think it's good to use multiple. I think it's good to have a mixture of bare metal and cloud providers. I think it's good to have them distributed all over the world, you know. Definitely. But there is a level of centralization inherently in using cloud service providers, because you are like, no matter how much you try and decentralize it personally, there's people in Indonesia doing it over there, there's people in Australia doing it there, and there's people in America doing it here, and so we're all kind of using the same space essentially as well. So it's kind of 50-50 with that. And
I mean, I think I agree. I mean, I don't think necessarily each pool operator needs a mixture of bare metal and cloud service. But I think as an ecosystem, if we're all using a mix, then the network's always going to be fine.
And the real thing about the cloud providers is they have their safety mechanisms in place. So you're trusting someone and you're essentially renting servers off them to be able to provide that redundancy and provide that level of security. Just go.
And I think also you mentioned spreading your servers across as far as you can as well. So I have servers in Germany,
Brighton,
Finland,
Oxford.
And in the States as well. I think it's not in Ohio anymore. It's in St. Louis. So it must be. Is that Missouri? Is that Missouri? I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, right along in Mississippi.
Oh, well done. I'd have had no idea.
I think I knew someone from St. Louis, Missouri, or I met someone, so that's how I just happened to know. But big lady. She was a big lady. Are they all like that in St. Louis, Missouri? I don't know.
Check out what I just learned. I can bring up questions on the stream. Does that show up for everybody?
Yeah, I've got that. That is fancy. That is.
Yeah, that's you.
So,
got your
Steve, let me do this. Steve asked he has 2 questions. So this is Josh's new best friend. If we have 3,000 stake pools running, what is the percentage of each type? So we started kind of going into that, and then he bounced in with, what's the real issue if AWS goes offline? Then
don't use AWS, it's shit. Carry on.
It's very expensive.
The smaller pools will pick up the slack, right? So if I'm running my Raspberry Pi and you're delegated with, or you're designated for this slot on AWS drops, I might pick up your slot as the alternate, right?
But yes and no. Yes and no. Yeah. It's not entirely quite like that. It's not like, because you're assigned blocks. So there is some kind of network redundancy.
He's on about delegation, though, surely. He's on about getting delegation.
No. If the pool goes offline, then your delegation's still in there. The pool's just offline. The delegation's still where it is, you know? So that is the risk with the multi-pool thing. Yeah. That's half the argument for people like single pool operators against multiple pool operators, in that if something happens to one person, they can't operate 5 or 6 pools, then all the delegation there's going to waste, all the blocks assigned to them is going to waste. They can't update their KES. They can't, if something happens to them, you know, like that's that whole thing. But what the actual issue is, how much of a mix is everywhere. If AWS goes down, don't they automatically create new instances? I thought actually Amazon have something like that in place. I don't know exactly, but I was on a chat with someone the other day who said something like that is the case. And I don't think that Amazon's going to disappear anytime soon either.
But I actually
that might be part of the cost.
I have my service split across different providers as well.
Yeah. Okay. And I do
just
too.
So if one does go down,
it's not AWS.
I don't use that. I started with Google because that's what Big Pay used, and that was his tutorial. Yeah. So I used Google, and then I realized, hang on a minute, this is costing a shitload of money. And then I spoke to another pool operator. It's Breathe, and he mentioned, should I advertise some?
You can if you want, but what I would do is refrain from telling people who the actual one you use is, because otherwise you get hacked.
All right, then.
So if you can mention a couple, that
I use Amazon.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what? I use Amazon as well.
I do too. I mean,
take that, Amazon. Just do it.
Well, hey, I'm gonna ask a question because just in case, it is 3:00. Yay! I do want to catch you guys both with regard to YouTube because we're all YouTubers. I've actually recently been called a YouTuber, and I didn't realize that. In a great conversation that I had with on Telegram just 2 days ago, it's weird. There's like 75 Steves in the ecosystem, and there's a few Matthiases, and I don't know how that happens, but somebody named Matthias called me out in a great way, in a very respectful way, because we were talking about the voter tools, kind of getting back to Project Catalyst a touch.
I'm a not Steve, guys, just for the record.
You're not Steve, yeah. No.
I'm a not Steve. Okay, carry on.
But they made the comment to me. They're like, hey, I made the point that there's a way that you can use the voter register. There's a voter tool that helps us out. So when you're going through and learning about all of the projects that are ready to be voted for, so assuming and knowing that nobody is registered yet, so get out there and register your ADA. Get in Project Catalyst and go through the idea scale. Now there are hundreds of proposals in Fund 5 that are vying for attention and needing people to go out there and vote for it and let the community see what you want to support. And that's a fantastic thing because it is our channel to allow a decentralized opportunity to pull money, utilize money from the Cardano Foundation. It sits there, the money's there. There's a channel, Door's a project manager, Project Catalyst, and everybody in that group, Rybar, all of them are managing this so well. And there's so many chains, there's so many people that are, when people say that, Cardano's a shit coin, it's a ghost chain, it's a blow, it's not. There's so many people. Yeah, it's regardless, but the
ghost chain that does everything now.
Yes,
the ghost chain is such a silly little thing, and I love it.
Yeah,
I love the ghost chain. But there's a T-shirt in there somewhere. A ghost chain T-shirt.
Are you going to go to the T-shirt making business now?
I kind of fell into it accidentally.
Oh, you
drop shipping, guys. Drop shipping. It's the best thing ever. Like, if you're not a drop shipper, like, what are you doing with your life?
What about returns and stuff? How do you do? Anyway, let's not.
No, it just cost me money. It just cost me money. I don't do drop shipping. It's just more of a YouTube meme, isn't it? Drop shipping. How many times do you get advertised to become a drop shipper on YouTube? It's like all the ads I get. Yeah. I've never done drop shipping. I just have a print for it.
The word airdrop is overused on YouTube as well.
I think it is. I have to ask that question still somewhere along the line. But so anyway, Project Catalyst registration ends like tomorrow morning. So if you're not registered, get registered. But until that time comes, you can vote, or you can start using this registration tool. And I think, hold on, I know Steve's there. I know TiVo's there. Maybe TiVo's still there, but Steve's definitely there. He's blowing us up. Appreciate that, Steve. But Steve, if you actually put a link in there, if you don't mind, because now I'm just totally asking you to work for me. But it's not for me. He knows this is for everybody. If that tool is out there, and you can start collecting your up votes, collecting your down votes, because you don't have to vote for everything. And this blows my mind. In America, I can't say no to certain people. I can only say yes or abstain. In Project Catalyst, we can say no. So you can use your voting power to go against something, which takes it away, that makes sense. Let's do that.
And I think more to the point is a reason why people need to get their ADA off the exchanges, off platforms like eToro. I don't think you can even withdraw your ADA from eToro.
No. You're right.
So there's reasons to have it, not only because you can stake to a pool, just for someone you like, not even because you just want the fat returns or whatever, just because you like them. But then you've got,
Steve.
People like Ken's Catalyst projects and other projects. You can vote who's going to get funded. And then further down the line, you've got Voltaire, which is, changes to the actual Cardano protocol itself. So, if you don't have your ADA, you're not really part of the ecosystem as such. and then you can't vote for catalysts and things like that. So yeah,
you're just a dividend investor basically.
It's exactly it.
But it's even worse. It's not as secure as dividend investing. That the self custody thing is so important. I always compare it to buying your shopping and leaving it at Sainsbury's.
Okay.
Why would you leave? Why would you leave your food there? Take it home with you. You know, like you're not.
I'll come back when I'm hungry and I'll grab.
Just keep it in the fridge for me. I've got my receipt. You know.
If you guys haven't seen the video I did on the actual first the more you Cardano, which is about getting your ADA off, it's of the exchanges. You finish that sentence. Getting your ADA off the exchanges. So, no, the whole point of that is that, you know, if you buy silver, if you buy anything, you don't just keep your collection out there just so other people can see it. It has to be yours. If that place catches on fire, if that place gets robbed, if it's not in your hands, you don't have it.
If it caught fire, I think the gold would be okay.
The gold would be okay. I know some firefighters that might not let it stay there, though.
You're the master of fire. You should know the gold will be okay. You'll be the one collecting the gold, yeah. Did you rescue anyone? Yeah, lots of gold.
Yes, lots of gold.
It was in serious
danger. The catalyst
danger.
thing is amazing, though. And you know what? Without saying their name out loud, one thing that I have loved about this is that it's brought everyone's attention to the importance of us policing our network, because no one's doing it for us. You know, like we need to take the time to actually put, like, there's a reason that we're all part of this, and it's because we believe in the project. We're not here for fun. You know, we're here because we want this to succeed. And a lot
I
of
also
that
find
comes
it
down
fun
to
as well.
It is definitely fun.
Yeah,
it's definitely fun. You know, it's definitely fun when you can get on a call with some other SPOs. That is fun.
I have enjoyed this, I have to say.
Yeah,
like,
I have as well.
I have big difficulty.
We haven't talked about anything yet, but it's been good fun.
We're close. We got close like 3 times.
We almost did, yeah. There are 104 bare metal
he's got some facts.
SPOs. Yeah, I checked it. I checked it while you guys were like talking about our mate Steve. Our mate Steve in the comments, and he had a good point as well. Because we didn't finish that conversation either. He did have a good point about regulation, or what if like Amazon just suddenly decides that they don't like us using their service for state pools anymore, and they cut us all off.
I hope they do.
No, because I run my entire thing on AWS.
We all do.
I need them to like me. I need them to like stake pool operators, you know, and not charge us extra like a commission or something, which they could do. You know, they're already offering Ethereum nodes as a service, aren't they? AWS or like Bitcoin mining or something. They're doing something.
I don't follow Ethereum.
The sneaky sneaks. I'm trying not to swear much. Sorry, I don't know if you've noticed. But that's a very good point, Steve. Thanks for being the critical thinker for us. Because I don't know
if we're winding things up, but you know, I've still actually got some notes from some of my videos I've done. So we could talk about Alonzo White. We could talk about Jed. What else we got? That's all I can see. But anyone got anything to say?
Jed's super cool, mate. Alonzo White, he's all right.
Yeah, cool. He's all white. Yeah, he'll be all purple soon. So
yeah, he will be. Yeah.
Okay, so
once it's all purple, indigo. I'm new in town. God. I'm here a week.
A successful stand-up comedian. I love it.
But but there's some cool things happening in Cardano, and I think once the smart contracts are up and some real cool things start happening, and some real projects in the Catalyst get to fruition as well, and I just wanted to end it on something Cardano related.
So here's I kind of have some stuff to
let Ken do it. Ken's in charge. Ken's the
boss. I'll say thank you to you guys too, both, and thank you, Steve, as well, because Janella is tapping her toes.
Big shout out to Steve.
Thanks so much.
Steve, if you're ever in London, just come and say hi. Come and say
hi. What's your address again, then, Stoic Pool? Where
it's 11. It's 11 o'clock, 75 Street.
It's just
Whitechapel
from me.
It's Whitechapel. Yeah.
There you go.
You live do you seriously live in Whitechapel?
I was only joking earlier.
Oh, that's a shame because that's right in town. That's cheapest on the Monopoly board, but it's a nice place now.
Yeah. You get all the aunties out in the market. You get yourself some yucca, some plantain, nice pineapples.
Yeah.
Food that's amazing.
Yeah, you don't spot a white person in those markets in Whitechapel, which is interesting.
I go there for the discounts. I'm one of those barterers.
Oh, I see. I'm rubbish. I'm a salesman. You'd think I'd be good at buying, but it's the complete opposite. Mate, I'll buy any old crap.
I get discounts on KFC.
This is the look of somebody who has no idea what's going on. You guys are on a different continent.
Sorry, Ken. You know when you go to a market, Ken, do you ever try and get yourself a discount? Do you? Yeah. Well,
I hardly pay full price. Yes.
I go into shops and ask for a discount.
You're like you live in Life of Brian. Like, won't haggle. 10 for that, you must be mad. No.
Yeah.
Is that just an English thing? Do Americans watch Life of Brian?
Monty Python. Have you seen Monty Python, Ken?
What is the average wing speed of a swallow?
An unladen swallow. Yeah.
Yeah. What, African or European?
I don't know.
All right, cool. He's British at heart.
He's British enough. Yeah.
So much. You guys are only like one.
Ken. You can be on the next one, mate.
You guys are like only one tank of petrol away from each other. You guys should hang out.
We're a 5-minute walk.
Yeah. When I'm in the office is about an hour drive, but I'm in Surrey, just south of London. But my office is
nowhere near London.
Yeah, it's
from here it is.
Croydon's a London borough in Surrey, so let's not get down to the technical details here. But yeah, so
it's kind of the difference. It's kind of the difference between an open server, having it out on the cloud and having it in your hand. I get it. Yeah. No. So I want to say thank you both of you because thank you very much for
the cloud.
Yeah. Thank you for getting
derailed your video, Ken. Like I've just had so much fun.
Yeah, no, this has been great. This is way more.
It is.
I thought
Alonso's all right. Alonso's all right, guys. Just trust us. Alonso's all right.
Alonso White, Jed, stablecoin. Has anyone mentioned Charles yet? Can we quickly?
I call him Charlie.
Chazza. Oh, Chazza.
He doesn't know that.
I'm 17 hours away from Wyoming. I've been there. I want to travel there. There's some beautiful mountain bike trails and hiking, and the politics are there. And if my kids will ever grow up sooner than I would expect them to, then I may end up back out there. But I got about a dozen years till they're all fledged. So for right now, I'm in this neighborhood. But yeah, Charles, the fact that I will say this, you guys may not understand or know or realize this, or anybody else that's not in America, United States in general, the politics in Wyoming are so far removed. The climate in Wyoming, there are only 500,000 people in that state, let alone like my county has 500,000 people. And I live in the fourth smallest in Ohio, and I'm the small county between Detroit, Chicago, Columbus, like all the cities that you guys know of, or may have heard of, and from afar. But to understand that IOG is being centered in Wyoming is fascinating to me, because I also know personally some people out there that know cryptography and politics, and the fact that that IOG is getting centered out there. It's if there's any trust in me right now, trust in that state and the fact that they're putting things there. It's like the global understanding that Switzerland is a Switzerland in countries terms. Wyoming is kind of that, and there's heavy protection and isolation and understanding that that's out there. So if like the fact that I learned that that's happening as a part of, they're not going to Silicon Valley, they're not going to Miami Valley, everything that's going in all these different places. Charles and company is saying, we're going to Wyoming. It's brilliant. It is. I am so on board. Like that is one of the biggest selling points.
I have to take your word for that because
I've
heard of Wyoming.
Yeah. It's cool because it's like if you guys tell me that something's happening in a certain country, I'm going. I got to get my atlas out and figure out where that's at. I know our geography lessons in school are different than your geography lessons.
I've spoken to Americans, and it's like you tell them you're English, and it's like, oh right, I knew someone, but he was from Great Britain. It's like
I'm from Wales, mate. I'm Welsh, so people don't even know where Wales is. And in the end,
I'm Norwegian. I know that, and I have to still go. Okay,
you do have a Viking look about you, actually.
Oh,
you have a Viking look about you, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a stoic shirt. Cool. I've got a stoic face.
Yeah. Let's not talk about my face then.
Okay.
It's them eyes.
So,
that's all I've got. That's all I've got.
Yeah.
The hair's gone.
Let's do this.
There
we go.
There we go.
See my background. I've got my Cardano image. That's my table layout for my wedding. We had a Back to the Future themed wedding, and that's the logo that's the ATM logo. So we had
what's the logo about?
It was a free image, but it's actually a photo of a staircase. And I really like it, the circular nature of it. I didn't make it, but it's actually a photo, believe it or not. So all sorts of reasons I like it, and it sort of gave me sort of reminiscent of the sort of circular of the the Cardano logo. So
sacred geometry. Oh shoot! Now we're looking. I figured if I did this once and put Reese over there, now we're looking at three different directions.
No, it's like we've all fallen out.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we're all focused on Josh.
Do you know what makes you two the bollocks? Is the prick in the middle, and that's right.
Oh man.
But I would like to do this again. I did really enjoy this. I've seen lots of videos where people are talking and they're really boring, and I think we made it kind of fun. What does Steve
I'm not bored.
What does Steve think? Steve's the only one who's still here. Everyone else is like, see you later, guys.
Get out, Steve. Follow me on Twitter, Steve.
We don't know what Croydon is, guys. We don't know Croydon.
What's Croydon?
It's in
I gotta find
it's South London, like.
Yeah.
That's an. I was thinking it was a name.
I suppose you call it London, actually, because it is technically Surrey. So
I call it the jungle.
I call it a shithole.
Ken, what do you think of Croydon?
I think it's something I need to look up and understand.
I think it really isn't.
The eternal stench, or the bog of eternal stench is what you guys are kind of explaining.
You don't go there on holiday. You don't go there for tourism. That's not the place you go to. Go to Cardiff. You know what a beautiful city is, Cardiff.
Fuck Cardiff. Go to Aberystwyth. North Wales is absolutely
Do you know what a beautiful
stunning.
Welsh city, Tredegar?
It's
not. It's not. Don't go there. Don't go there.
Yeah, it's not even on the map, is it? It's just
All right, let's talk YouTube algorithm for just a second as we close out. We have, and they're already doing it. They kind of beat me to this. Jackson, Wyoming, great place. I've been there in the wintertime. And Armada Alliance is still here. And LJD, I think that's Len. And Steve's there. And where are your viewers? Didn't you guys promote this? I know all these people. I know all these people. Or do we know the same people? Are we in the same circle?
To be fair,
me and Steve are like this, guys.
You guys were sleeping.
Sorry, Ken, to blame it on you, but I got a message, and that it was 5:30 GMT. It was actually 6:30 GMT.
No, London's GMT +1 right now, Josh. So sort that out, mate, straight away.
Well, then why did it start at 6:30?
Because that's what it's 5:30 GMT.
+1.
That's +1.
Oh,
you Burke.
You got me.
All right. So if you're still watching, and we appreciate everyone that is.
Stoic.
Wait. What do you got to do? Because we're not screwing with it. We are utilizing the algorithm that YouTube is providing, and it's going to bump this up a little bit. I will. As we're wrapping up or commenting, just say hello. No, what are the things?
Say hello to your mum.
Say hi to your mom in the thread. Yeah, say hi to my mom.
Okay.
There you go.
What's up, Ken's mum?
So if we text or do that. No,
my
not
my
well, you
mum
can say
can
it, but
barely
text
use
it.
a laptop, so like,
Yeah.
My mum calls it texts when she means emails.
like,
So
my
I'll have
parents
this
are always
feed.
like, hey mum, look at this photo. Oh wait, let me get my glasses.
Yeah.
I've got them. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's just gone. Yeah. That's conversations with technology and my mum, but yeah.
It's nice that she talks to it.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, now her phone is one of those push button phones because she's getting that old.
There.
Yeah.
Say hi to your mom.
Yeah.
Hey, mum.
So
Hi,
use
Mom.
this opportunity to tell your mom to jump in online and watch an hour and 49 minutes of live stream video. And then you can say, hey, I said hi to you on the internet. So
yeah, happy Mother's Day. I'm going to show it to her then. So.
Josh and Reese, you guys are going to send me, I'm telling you, you're going to, so you're going to have to now. Send me your link. Send me your how to get a hold of you. So your telegrams, your tweets, your Twitter, like whatever way you want people to say hey.
Right.
I'm gonna put that in the video description below after we get this. I'll try and chapter this out to make it a little more easier because that's how we speak
Good
here.
luck. Mate,
Yeah.
good luck. We did not talk in chapters today.
Yeah, no, we did not. There's gonna be like one segment where Cardano and then BS and then
It's
Project
right in the middle
Catalyst
somewhere.
and vote.
Yeah.
Yep.
Meld. We talked about Meld.
We talked about
I
Meld.
don't know if anyone's forgotten about that.
Who's not talking about Meld? So, and I appreciate both of you for hanging out with me on my channel so that I can kind of say, here we go. Josh, if you're willing, how did you get an 8,000 view video in the midst of? Do you want to talk about it?
I can happily tell you that. Yeah, I made a video.
Did you know about this, Reese?
I saw it on the YouTube Telegram thing.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
I didn't watch the video. I wasn't one of those viewers, Josh.
Yeah, not many people were. It seemed because I'll tell you. Well, I'll quickly tell you the story. So
did you leave it on repeat?
So right. I made the video and I thought, oh wait, let me try out this YouTube advertising because I've done Google AdWords before. It seemed very similar. And I set a daily budget and I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to do a daily budget, just £100 a day, which is a lot. And I'm just going to do it for 3 days. And then
about $300.
Not much was happening. And then I went to bed and I woke up with 8,000 views. I was like, what the fuck's happened there? And it's like, it turns out YouTube, they take your daily thing and they'll just average it out over the month. And so they were just burning through it. And so basically, but you look at the analytics and you can see how many sort of how long people have watched your video. And there was this sharp peak at the top. Then after I talked very slowly at the beginning of that video, and then it just like, boom, gone.
Hi and welcome to ATM 1. I'm Josh.
That sounded nice. That was
well done.
I'll send you a recording of that. You can.
Was that Jazz Club?
I'll go yo. Yeah. I wish
yo,
my
yo,
mic
yo.
was. I don't know why my mic's not working. It works with everything else, but for some reason, maybe my Focusrite interface.
Hey, give us the fun of the week.
My fun of the week.
The fun of the week.
I can't do it because I'm not going.
Like a big echo.
So,
week.
But it's actually quite difficult because I've got a 16-track mixer next to me, and so obviously
and one mic,
and only one mic. I've got other stuff plugged in, so I've got to really look. And I've got a million.
Next time we do,
knobs.
we'll go around Josh's and bring our mics with us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can all plug in.
Steve can come.
All nice.
Our mate Steve can come as well.
Yeah. I've got to bring Steve. Yeah, we're nothing without Steve. Who's LJD? Is he one of yours, Ken?
They're all Kens.
Yeah.
All Kens.
None of my.
I didn't realize this was live. I thought we were like gonna do it, and then Ken was gonna publish it, and then we'd share it.
Oh, you didn't know?
How did
you didn't know that? Are you just saying that?
No, for real. I didn't realize this was going to be a live.
I've actually just got a WhatsApp message. How was it?
It is. It is.
How was it? I was on it for a bit. Yeah, you didn't fucking comment, Jez.
Get him in.
Rewatch it.
Well, I'll wait. I'm gonna tell my kids not to whatever they're
sorry.
waiting for me to do until your guy, Gail, whoever that is, gets on. I'll wait. We're not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm
Send
gonna
her the
message
link.
Danny quick to get her to comment, so it's not just us.
There you go.
Get in.
Yeah, I'm gonna scroll up. Let's see, because we did have another.
Now we're waiting, but I mean, I don't know. Is this going straight to YouTube? Is that how it works?
It's already on YouTube. Like right now,
it's
we're on
rolling.
YouTube.
So is this? So if he comments in YouTube, yeah. So
yes, yeah, it's all this.
I've told him, get in now. We're waiting.
We're waiting for him.
Race.
Who is this?
I didn't realize it was a race, Steve. No, I gotta text Danny. Comment on the YouTube video.
Here, come here, sit up for a second. Hey, you guys are doing swag. Check this out.
You got? Is that a Bloom T-shirt?
It is. I'm really hoping it doesn't say dork like in Japanese.
It says Muppet.
Yeah. Does it?
No, I don't know.
You've got younger looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
You quickly dyed your hair. Hello. Hello. What's your name?
Say hello to 7 people.
Hello to 7 people.
Hello.
And
your
us.
name?
It's 9 including.
Oh, there's 9. Yeah.
What's your
Can
name?
you go
What's your name?
upstairs? Oh.
She's not gonna dox her name, or
She's not listening. You've been muted, Josh, for misbehavior.
Yeah.
Can you hear?
I swear too much.
They're asking what your name is.
Oh, my name's Ella.
Ella,
Hi,
lovely
Ella.
name. Right, we're
Ella?
getting on well with your dad.
Can you go upstairs and tell our daughter to get on her phone and get on my daughter, not our daughter. No. Go to what do I want to call it? Go tell her to get on her phone and go to the live stream and say hi.
Okay.
Tell her to comment. Or bring her phone here. Just bring her phone here. There you go. I'm gonna grab my other daughter's phone, and then I'm gonna log in and I'm gonna say hi to me. It does say Bloom 9. All right, cool. Thank you. All right. I'm
Bloom 9.
I'm just happy they didn't put quotes on that. Yeah, Bloom 9. Got it.
So wait, what were you worried it said? Dark.
Dork.
Oh,
or
dork.
Idiot. Or yeah. Like here's like I don't know what is it. Maybe whatever Big Pay wants it to say. Like I'm gonna put it in Japanese. No, so I like supporting people. Like Stoic, you have shirts, and I couldn't find them to buy a shirt.
No,
Are those for sale
I don't
somewhere?
sell them, but I will buy one for you and send it to you if you want. I'm quite happy to do that.
Well, I have one from.
It's not for profit.
Can you go to the live stream?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, my other daughter's here. She's logging in. This is all algorithmic.
We've gone from steak begging to comment begging now. Shit.
Well, the next time we do this, it's going to be on one of your guys' streams. Like, if you guys ever want to do live stream, like, because
now
if we have 7 people, we have 7 people. They have 2 hours.
Danny's going to beat you all. Time. Danny's going to win.
Oh,
come on, Danny.
There's a race.
We know you're watching.
Can you comment?
Do the comment thing. Just tell him it's you. Tell him Reese wins.
Just say hello. We're in a race right now.
Danny Ricci, Cardano.
Where'd it go?
Danny made it.
No, Danny beat. Oh, let's see where you're at.
Amazing. Thank you, Danny. I'll be upstairs soon.
Oh my God! We in the same minute. We got a tie. Technically the.
No. That's the proof's in the pudding there, mate. Look at the list.
Yeah, she beat you.
That's right.
Go get it.
It's okay though.
Danny commented before.
Ella, you did really good.
Close.
Honestly, we still beat Josh by a mile.
Yeah.
You want to come here?
Josh.
You know, I've got 5 older brothers. I told them all about it. I said it to a few other people as well.
Come here.
Clearly, no one gives a heck now there's children listening.
No one gives a goose.
Nice. All right, girls.
Still not here. So I hope they watch back and they're not.
And we know you weren't watching it live.
Yeah.
No, mate, it has been really good fun.
This has been a lot of fun. I appreciate it a lot.
Definitely upset the neighbors.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's late for you guys. Your GMT
It's not really. It's not really. It's GMT +1, so it's only 8:30. It's not that late, you know.
Half 8. God, I gotta learn your language and how you speak. See, it's 8:30. would
20,
be
30
how I would
hours.
say that.
8:30.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
20. Yeah, we can go military, and I can cover that too.
But in writing, I always use 24-hour.
Yeah, so do I.
1800.
Yeah. All right, so
It's not
for
1800 though, mate. It's not 1800 right now.
No.
But you're all right. It's
no,
okay.
that's
We won't-
6. Jizza.
20.
Jezza?
Jezza! Yes! Thank you! It's with me!
Yo.
It's with me!
Jezza made it. Jezza, we've been waiting
Well done,
for you,
Jez.
mate, before we could sign off. So we're glad.
Yeah, we were literally waiting for that.
We know you've been watching the entire video and you just turned up
Just
to
waited.
the comments for this last couple
Well
minutes.
done,
It's
Jez.
all right. That's okay. It's okay.
Turbo.
Guys, we're rolling.
He's from New Zealand, so that makes sense.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Geography. So it's still very early or very late.
Oh, no,
It's a different side of the world.
He's in the UK. He's in the UK, though.
Oh,
But
he's from. I gotcha. Well, hey, we have 9 viewers. I want to say thank you to all the 9 viewers. I want to say thank you to
Jez,
the 2 of you.
Definitely.
And Jez, yes.
Well done, Jez.
Yeah, that'd be
Steve.
8.0. One went back to 8,
Even
so they
Steve
just
said
bounced out.
thank you to Jez. Now, also,
These knuckleheads can stop.
yeah.
Steve's
We'll
coming
leave it
on.
on
The
that.
next
Nice.
video, that we do, Steve's coming. Steve's invited.
I actually I did message
I sent
my
him a
wife
link,
as well,
by the way.
but-
He didn't take us up on it. I did send him the invite link for the guests. Okay,
Next time I'll bring Danny in.
Right.
that'd be cool. I did watch that video and I do appreciate it. Watching her do the yo. That was spot on.
Yeah. Like it's just when I just mess around with the YouTube videos. Like, I just try and have a bit of fun. To be honest, I mostly record them while she isn't in because she's trying to work and I'm just like, yo, what's going on? Blah 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 blah. Like, and I always feel a bit. I feel like I'm a bit of a pain in the ass with that kind of stuff.
I feel I don't get enough humor in my YouTube videos. I want.
Says the comedian.
Yeah, I know, and I want to make it a lot more fun, but I find I've got content to deliver as well, and then I get like family and friends just going, nah, that's not funny. Don't do that.
Yeah, but the
but
thing
when you're
is,
comedy, you get instant feedback. You can be like,
hold it
that didn't work, or I just need to deliver that a bit better. And whereas with this, once it's out there, it's done, and then
you can't edit it.
Exactly, and my price prediction one I did. I think I had a few beers and some other things, and my brother noticed, and it was like,
welcome to Jazz Club.
I still have that written down. I will be looking that up.
Yeah, fast show. Look it up.
Fast show, yeah. It's the Ferrari one and Jeffrey Jefferson on his saxophone or something.
There's
The Ferrari song's so funny.
There's actually loads. I mean, there's squeezy peas, squeezy cheese,
squeezy juicy peas.
Yeah. Ted. Yeah.
Yeah, the Fast Show is just it's just an old sketch show.
Yeah,
but the Jazz Club one is particularly pertinent to this conversation.
And everything is a catchphrase in this thing. Yeah.
Good.
It's probably a bit dated now, but
it's entirely dated.
Yeah,
100%.
It's worth watching. British humor's the best. So
in its own terrible way. Monty Python,
Yeah. Unless you're watching Mrs. Brown's Boys, and then it really is the worst.
I just finished watching the entire Downton Abbey series, so yeah, British comedy is funny.
Yet.
I don't think that is a comedy, mate.
That's not a comedy yet.
I think that's a period drama.
Yeah,
it depends on how you watch it.
Couple of beers, everything.
Now my wife's pregnant, I don't have any period dramas anymore. So
thanks, Steve.
Thank you. Here all week. Thanks.
All right, gentlemen. I'll have you guys send me your contacts. Like, I don't want to just jump on the ones that I have. Let me know which ones you want me to put in the information below. Watch this. I'm going to put my Project Catalyst Fund 5 proposal interview with Q, which is in the ecosystem, the Cardano developing. Oh, I got that wrong. I'll put the link below, and y'all can check that out. I'll put my interview pitch on that. Anything that these guys want to feed, any follow-up down the line, we'll have that out there for you. You know how to get a hold of us now. Stake with ATM1, Stake with Stoic Pool. leave it in their pools until there's a Q pool, and then move it into mine. But
That's
no,
only fair.
we look forward to doing this again. We really do, and then we'll jump on one of their channels. We'll do a little better advertising, Josh. We'll make sure that we get that out there so that we can have
I'll
people waiting.
The context of a live stream.
What live means, yes.
Yeah.
You want to say goodbye?
And hopefully we can get a bit more structure next time as well, and have maybe a plan of what to talk about. But
12:31.
I've just had great fun. So
it's just been banter for 2 hours now.
Yeah, which is
been really good.
I live for banter. Yeah.
And we've met Ken's entire family.
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome.
I'm surprised none of my kids walked in. I did warn my wife, just like, if they walk in, just try and like.
Well, you said they're sleeping now, right?
Yeah, they will be asleep now. Yeah, hopefully.
Danny's gone to see one of our neighbours to go and play with their dog.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
So that's where she has.
Is that a euphemism or?
No, sadly not. Sadly not.
Shame. But I'm gonna, now that you've got some acoustic panels in the background, I'm gonna get mine up. Are they?
You know what's really good for it is.
I think they're the same brand as well.
Mattresses.
Mattresses and
my we're not in a squat. We don't just have mattresses lying around.
I've got a spare mattress.
Oh, okay.
So I do. Maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe not the one with the butler. Doesn't. Us regular people.
My footman's using mine.
Mattress.
So and the other one's for my driver. So
you've got an extra wing. That's
Actually, where the kids sleep, we call it the child wing because it's like an extension to the house. So. I look
awesome.
I'm living for the days where I have servants' quarters on my property, and that's when
your townhouse in Croydon.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe not Croydon. Penge? I don't know.
Penge. Listen, guys, we've been saying bye for about a half hour now.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm willing to stay on, but I feel like it's
it's
probably time to say actually goodbye.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you so much, Ken, for putting this together.
Yes.
It's been so much fun. It's literally been loads of fun. I thought we'd come on and have a laugh, but this has exceeded my expectations so much. Sorry to Steve and Chad, and obviously Jezza and Amada, and everyone else who put up with us because we didn't talk about nearly as much as we'd hoped to. But
we'll talk Cardano next time, definitely.
I think it's Cardano people talking. That's the important thing. It's more than just talking about it. So that's what I'm happy.
Cardano.
The next episode we'll talk about Meld, guys.
Yeah. I think it needs more of a mention.
No.
It didn't get mentioned enough, in my opinion.
All right, guys. Wait, high five.
That wasn't a steak with Meld, by the way.
Yes.
Right.
Ken, really, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. Josh, go to bed, mate.
No, she's out of bed again.
All right, see you later.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to close this.
I think I just pressed this leave button.
Yep. See you guys.
See you later, guys.
See you later, man.